everyone, I'm Rincey and this is Rincey Reads. Today I'm going to be doing the reading slump tag. I was tagged by Eric Teen Reads a long time ago. Just so everyone knows, if you ever tag me, I'm really bad at remembering to do tags, so don't feel bad if it takes me a long time to do them. And this tag was started by Reading with Jack. I'll have links to both their videos down in the description bar below. The first question is, are you currently in a reading slump? And I'm not. I just kind of felt like doing this tag. I would actually say I'm in the opposite of a reading slump, and that I want to read all of the books that I own immediately because I'm really excited for basically all of them. Question 2 is, when do you usually get into a reading slump and how long do they usually last? There isn't a specific period of the year or anything like that that I usually get into reading slumps. I find that I usually fall into reading slumps when I'm reading something that I don't like and I just kind of want to finish the book, and so it makes me not want to like reading books when I'm reading a book that I don't like. How long it lasts just depends on how long it takes me to finish that book and to find another book that I do enjoy reading. And the third question is, do you have any tips to get out of a reading slump? Honestly, I think a lot of times reading slumps happen, like I said, when you're reading a book that you don't like, and I feel like people try too hard to finish every book that they read, that they end up just never finishing any books because they want to finish that book that they hate so much. People really shouldn't feel that bad about putting down a book and picking up something else, especially if you're in a reading slump, because you just might not be in the place that you need to be at to read that book. Not that you're necessarily reading a bad book, but you might not be in the mood for that book at that moment. So don't feel bad about putting a book down and coming back to it later, or just even saying you don't want to read it anymore. Nothing bad will happen to you if you don't finish a book. So if you are in a reading slump, one of the things I suggest is A, stop reading whatever you're reading at the moment, and then B, go find something you like to read. Sometimes that might include reading a book that you've already read before and you really love, like reading the Harry Potter series. What is a book that you really love? Go reread that book and remember why you love reading so much. Another suggestion would be to just read something that's completely out of your genre, or something that's completely different from what you're currently reading. Or another suggestion that I have is to maybe pick up something that is more like a kids or middle grade or YA if you usually read adult book. Because I feel like that if you're reading something and it goes by a lot faster, then you'll feel better about reading, and it might get you back into the groove of reading, just because when you're able to finish a book in like a day or a couple of days, you'll feel better about reading as opposed to when it takes you weeks to finish a book. And not that it's anything wrong with taking your time with finishing a book, but usually when you're in a reading slump, you just need to get through something quick to sort of break that slump. So yeah, those are all of the tips that I have, and that's the end of the reading slump tag. Let me know if you guys have ever been in a reading slump and how you guys have gotten out of it. I'm not tagging anyone for this tag. I usually don't tag people, so if you want to do the tag and you haven't yet, feel free to do it. So yeah, that's all I have for now, and thanks for watching.